Sunday night, Tracky talks bollocks.
Hi girls and guys, it's MrTrakky and we're on the right track. Guys, welcome to another episode of the Real Life Show. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about vodka and balls. But first, what are you watching in the background? So, this is me getting a brutal medal, failed on a nuclear unfortunately. You will see where I go wrong in the latter part of the video, so make sure you stay tuned. I will be covering a setup on this XR2 in the week. I'll definitely be doing a video for hardcore players. I'm not sure this class would work in core as well, but I will do the setup in the week for you guys as promised. So, for all my OGs that have been with me for a while, episode 7 of the Real Life Show, you will remember I covered terrorism and the unfortunate day where I had a near miss with the 7/7 bombings. I was on my way to Pamplona via Stansted Airport, and that's why I nearly got caught up in them. So naturally I thought that I would cover the lighter and funnier side of that trip and what exactly we was going to Pamplona for. Now, Pamplona is famous worldwide for the bull running festival, and that's what we arrived there for. So we got there, and after getting over the initial shock of what happened, we hit the liquor big time. In the daytime we was drinking beer because that's pretty much all you could get unless you went to the supermarkets, which we didn't have a clue there was any, because it's like a more of a historical looking town with cobbled streets and alleyways, and everything just looked the same. As the night got on, we went out clubbing, drinking, dancing, and then when we got back to the apartments, the game that we decided to play was snorting vodka off a tablespoon. Now, I wouldn't recommend any of you guys try this, but if you're anything like me and you're curious, I'll let you into a secret. If you snort vodka up your left nostril, for some reason it hurts the back of your right hand side of your head, and vice versa. If you switch nostrils, it switches sides. Weird little fact there for you guys. Not that you're probably bothered, but I thought I'd let you know anyway. That night I saved my cousin's life. He was the stag and he was on his back vomiting, and I heard him choking, and I rolled him over and pretty much saved his life. His wife would have been thankful for that, because he probably wouldn't have made the actual wedding. So we ended up doing that till about 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Had to be up for 7:30 to attend the bull run, which started promptly at 8 o'clock in the morning. Needless to say, we woke up all drunk and twisted. I've had a stint with the Birchfield Harriers, which is an athletics team in Birmingham, as I'm quite a nifty little runner, and I used to be a decathlete basically, but I'm pretty fast. And at 18 years old in Pamplona, I felt rather cocky, so I wore a red t-shirt to the bull run that I'd never been to in my life. Now I know it's a fact now that bulls don't necessarily get angry or see red at all, but back then I was of the notion and the belief that that's what was happening, so you can imagine the panic that set in me when I actually seen these bulls. So the alarm was sounded and we heard all these hooves rattling on the cobbled floors. We was about 20 meters away from this corner, and then all of a sudden we seen all these little calves come round the corner, and typical cocky attitude, some of us English guys, we was like, there's a brutal medals guys, we was like, what's this? And they're laughing, and when the cars were running up to us, was pushed them to the side like we wasn't bothered. But then a proper rumbling sound came. One that was much more intense, much more intimidating, and all of a sudden a black bull just fell over because of the sheer momentum and size of him when he was trying to get round the corner, and he just was so top heavy he fell over. And it was the first time I've ever seen a real bull in my life, and I could not believe the actual size of these things. Absolutely massive. Few more of them toppled over, but some of them fought their way around the corner, and the panic just set in. There was about a good 3,000-4,000 people, and the scream and panic just set in. Everyone set off running, and me, as fast as I was, the cobbled streets were covered in liquor from last night and piss, and when the guys had come to jet wash the streets, plus I was little, guys were grabbing me and twisting me round, putting me in front of them. Oh, I've never had my heart pound so hard in my life. You know when you get caught doing something and you get that burning sensation? I had that through the whole run, and the bulls were charging. There was a point where I had to jump into a doorway and pray that I didn't get gored by this bull. This guy fell over in front of me, got trampled on, curled his arms over his head to protect his head. Luckily he got up with just nothing more than a bruised face and a bloody nose. You had to run all the way down this course. There was no way of getting out of it really, apart from hiding in the doorways. You got down to where the bull ring was, and you literally had to scale the wall to get away from these bulls. They were brutal, and there was no corks and no horns or nothing like this. These were raw, angry animals that clearly wanted to do some damage. Guys, just a little experience of mine I thought I'd share with you. As always guys, if you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Just hit 1,300 subs, so I'm really thankful for that guys. And as always, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.